Okay, one streak is still going. I'm back up to 6 as I get closer to $100. I'm taking the over on the Twins Rangers. Bichette and Paul Goldschmidt are my picks today. Goldschmidt's been on fire. Bichette's got 2 hits in the last 4 games. I did that over Nick Kurtz, who's also a good option. You can see here on this video that where my streak was at 19, and all it takes is one player. Jackson Chourio just did not get a hit on Tuesday, so I'm back to the drawing board. But this should prove that I'm really good at predicting players who can get a hit. So I picked these 4 players today: Richmond, Bichette, Goldschmidt, and Kurtz on the chalkboard app. And you can see here, Bichette has 2 or more hits in the last 4 games. This is the leader list of all the current MLB hitting streaks, which is a really good tool to use. It's on a site called baseballmusings.com, and you can see Zach Galoff at the top, but he strikes out all the time, so that streak probably won't last too much longer. So this is very interesting. Landon Raup takes the mound today for the Giants, and since they are forcing him to wear the gay pride colors or flag on the cap for the logo of the Giants, he, among other players, are inscribing a Bible verse. And that Bible verse is Genesis 9:12-16. So we are taking the rainbow back from the gay community. I fully support this move. Pride is a sin, and I had gone to my first ever play here locally in Parkersburg, and of course the gay guy who played 3 roles, 2 of them were women, he had to have a gay pride flag up on the piano during his acting scene, and I just don't support that stuff. Why throw it in our face? All right, so let's get on to today's slate of games here for Major League Baseball. First, we've got the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Yasavage up against Gray. Both are great pitchers, but Yasavage has been struggling in his second season. And you can see here the hitters, there aren't that many on fire. That's the little fire logo you see. The money line here is the Red Sox to actually favored to win this game. That is my pick as well. I don't pick the Red Sox often, especially against a team trying to make the playoffs in the Blue Jays, but Sonny Gray's been that good this year.
Swing and a miss. Judge down on.
Here you go, 0-2. See if he can bury that little sweeper. He wants to go fastball in, it looks like. Yeah. Got him with strike.
Next, we've got Cleveland up against Milwaukee, Parker Messick and Shane Drone, and both these pitchers are pretty good. Although lately in the last 3 games, they've kind of struggled a little bit. And Cleveland, as you know right now, has Jose Ramirez is out due to a hamate injury in his hand. So Cleveland has nobody hitting well at all, while Milwaukee has 4 good players right now. The bullpen is looking really good, though, for Cleveland. And Milwaukee, they've used their bullpen a little bit, but with the hitters going right now, you can see these 3 options. Chourio ended my streak the other night on Tuesday, but Vaughn is really good. He's got a good streak going. I would look for the Brewers to take this straight up.
You're going to have a job. You're right. You may have a lot of stickers on your suitcase, but that's okay.
The starting pitcher, because we saw it out of the pen from Shane. Comes back and strikes out Harper. 3rd strikeout for Shane.
Next, we've got the Twins-Rangers game. This is the one I'm taking the over on. You've got Joe Ryan up against Jack Leiter, and both pitchers aren't bad, especially Joe Ryan's pretty good, but you've got Brian Buxton. He's hitting the ball really well against the opposition. If you're looking for a home run prop, that's a guy I would look at, and then I take the Twins in this game straight up. And the over. Next, we've got an interesting game, the Orioles and the Mariners. The Mariners are trying to make it back to the playoffs. This is a rubber match against these 2 pitchers, Shane Baz and Brian Wu. And this is the second time that the Orioles hitters have faced him, and they did really well against him. I look for Adley Rutschman to do really well again. He's got a home run against him in the past, .667 batting average, and that bullpen looks really good for Baltimore. One thing to keep in mind, Ryan Helsley just returned yesterday from a lengthy absence for an injury, and he did pitch 9 pitches, so he may not get used tonight, but they still look in great shape. Seattle's bullpen looks good, too. I'm going to go ahead and take the Orioles here and Richmond to get a home run.
Hang out by the bowl of pretzels for a few minutes. And right in there for strike 3, 90. On a 1-2. Strike 3 called. The first breaking ball from Wu.
All right, moving on to the next game with the Metropolitans and the Phillies. So you've got Sean Manaea up against Aaron Nola, and you can see right here, Manea's been doing pretty good. He's got his velocity back up a tick and a half over his last few outings. Aaron Nola's really been struggling. He has not recaptured the form that he had a season ago. However, when you look at the statistics here, Bo Bichette, I've got him picked for a hit. He looks really good. Philadelphia's got some good hitters against the opposing pitcher, too. So I am actually going to probably go with Philadelphia in this game. You can see the bullpens have been heavily used in this game. Even Philadelphia used a lot of players yesterday out of that bullpen. I would look to take the over in this game, but I'm going to go ahead and slide with the Phillies just based off the way they hit against Manaea, even though he's been doing better.
He must have been out of the box before.
He was
backlining it.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Thanks to the Reds, who handled the Mets this past weekend. Swing and a miss. One away.
All right, get your brooms out. White Sox-Yankees as the Yankees look to dust off the White Sox here and go for the sweep. Playing at home should help the Yankees in this game, and the Pinstripes have been doing really well behind Paul Goldschmidt, the aforementioned player that I picked for Beat the Streak. Even without their big slugger Aaron Judge, they have not dropped off at all on offense. Pitching-wise on this game, we've got Sean Burke up against Ryan Weathers, and both pitchers have been really good this year. Right now, Burke has the upper hand. Weathers has really struggled in his last 3 games. So let's see how this one plays out. Neither pitcher is in terrific form lately. That White Sox pen has been used quite a bit. They've only got 2 righties that haven't pitched at all. And while the Yankees don't have a famous closer right now, reports are they're chasing Aroldis Chapman, but I don't think it's going to happen. But they have an extra arm to use. I picked the Yankees to win this game straight up on that money line behind the offense of Paul Goldschmidt.
Called strike 3, a delayed call. And Andy Pius is going to challenge.
So, right or wrong, not a good time to do this at all.
ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile. That is a bad challenge from Andy Pius.
Like that.
Out. Los Angeles takes 1 challenge from Andy.
You know, it's interesting.
He's here. You want to use him as much as you can in good spots. Swing and a miss by Lucas.
Moving on to the Giants-Braves, this is the game where Landon Raup will take the hill, and he's putting that inscription of the Bible verse on his cap. We also have Luis Ariz, who's on that long hitting streak, and he's been doing really well too. You can kind of see some of the numbers lining up on how they hit each other, and the numbers of the pitchers right there. Raup may want to be making a statement, but he needs to do it with his pitching as well, and 8.16 ERA over the last 3 games isn't cutting it. Even though the Giants' offense has been great, I look for Martin Perez to hold steady in this game and survive the onslaught of the Giants' offense. I'll take the Braves on the money line straight up for the victory in this game.
2-1, out to right, Garcia back, look up, all rise for Luis Ariz. A home run gets the Twins started. He's hot, he just keeps getting hotter. 1-0 as he plants this one 363 feet.
And it's just absolutely amazing what this young man can do. There's literally no holes in his swing. He can shoot the ball the other way, but if you try to come in and sneak some cheese by the rat, he's able to bring his hands in and turn on that ball and still take it deep. And he's not trying to hit a home run right there. He's just trying to put the barrel to the ball. And if you're able to do that, the ball's going to leave the park sometimes.
Golfed into center. Peters back at the track, at the wall, and Olsen sends it over. Peters got his leather on it, but it's a second home run in as many at-bats for Olsen.
Matt Olsen hit this baseball. If you take a look and watch Peters in center field, it looked like he had a beat on it, and it kept going and going and carries out of here. Heck of an effort, but I think Peters thought he was going to catch this ball somewhere on the grass, and I mentioned it being a warm night, the ball is going to carry.
Next, we've got the Cardinals and the Royals, and this might be a bit of a surprise. The Kansas City at home, I'm leaning toward them. The numbers seem to favor them right now. And Noah Cameron is better than you thought he was. So here is the matchup between 2 pitchers. While Liberatore has been all right, Noah Cameron has been better. And I think that'll be enough for the Royals in this game. A couple of the guys have numbers that fare all right against Liberatore. And there's a quick look at the bullpens. There's your money line. I'm taking Kansas City.
Swing and a high fly ball hit deep left center field at the track, at the wall. Jordan Walker has broken the tie. A solo home run.
Yeah, flap those wings, Jordan Walker. The Cardinals strike first. Thigh-high fastball gets it up into the night at Kaufman, and the Cardinals have a lead. Well, you know that one for Jordan Walker had to feel good.
For the entire season, you would take a look at him and think this guy is pitching a shutout, a no-hitter. He's just all.
And lastly, we've got the Angels and the Athletics. Mike Trout has been picking it up. He's finally hit back to hitting home runs, but the Athletics have Gage Jump on the mound, and I look for them to take this game straight up today. Los Angeles' bullpen, however, is in great shape, so the Athletics will have to get that lead early if they're going to win this game. I'm going to take them to rough up the pitcher early and win the game.